Arvind Kejriwal has been targeting the Prime Minister over his college degree. This is despite being fined 25,000 rupees by the Gujarat High Court for doing so. Justice Biren Vaishnav said that the information about Mr. Modi's graduate and postgraduate degrees is available in the public domain. He concluded that Kejriwal was only trying to kickstart and trigger a controversy. But Kejriwal has not backed off. He says an educated Prime Minister is a must for India. And he's even poked fun of the Prime Minister's English by releasing this video showing Mr. Modi misspelling a word.
Strength in अक्षरों के साथ हमारी पूरी योजना हम बना सकते हैं.
Kejriwal, a graduate of IIT Kharagpur, has miscalculated. Kejriwal, otherwise an astute politician, has typically always avoided personally attacking the Prime Minister. He knows in that battle, it usually ends up being advantage Modi. But perhaps the arrest of his deputy Manish Sisodia has made Kejriwal shift gears. It's a strategy that's likely to boomerang. The video, for instance, that the Delhi Chief Minister tweeted and calls embarrassing, in fact gives the Prime Minister a chance to do what he does so adroitly. Position himself as the victim of a biased elite. The poor son of a tea vendor who did not have access to posh English medium culture, someone who continues to be treated with disdain by this insiders club despite the strides India's made on the world stage on Modi's watch. Here's the deal. If anything, there have been powerful similarities in the political narratives that the Prime Minister and the Delhi Chief Minister have written for themselves. Both are self-made men. Neither has a political sugar daddy or a political family backing them. And both have played to aspirational India. That Arvind Kejriwal would pick this as the political stick to attack the BJP with is perplexing. Now to the point itself. Under India's laws, there is no minimum educational qualification needed to be either an MP or an MLA. Some states like Rajasthan and Haryana, when under the BJP, experimented with a minimum educational qualification for the panchayat and the civic polls. Rajasthan rolled back this rule under the Congress's Ashok Gehlot government. Haryana's decision was taken to court, but it was in fact upheld by the Supreme Court. Personally, I disagree that education should be the criteria for any elected office. In a country where the right to education and the right to quality education is not a uniformly available right, we cannot create two classes of citizens. In the 1950s, when India adopted the constitution, just about 2 in 10 Indians were literate. By 2018, nearly 75% of the country was literate. But a college degree still remains the preserve of a minority. The census data from 2011 tells us that less than 10% of Indians are graduates. That number may look much better today and after the next census numbers are available, but either way, we're still talking of a minority. As a matter of interest, 43% of the newly elected MPs in the Lok Sabha after the 2019 elections are graduates. The face of the Indian politician is indeed changing, but changing slowly. The Aam Aadmi Party's insinuation that the Prime Minister has falsified his degree documents, that's what Arvind Kejriwal suggested, that's one issue, and it will be incumbent on the opposition to prove that. Remember, Subramaniam Swamy and Rahul Gandhi? Rahul too was accused of exactly the same. But how far the Prime Minister actually studied and where, how he speaks English or doesn't speak it is an absolute non-issue. There are many other reasons to criticize the government. Arvind Kejriwal should find a more effective line of attack. We started Mojo right here in this basement. Just 4 people, 4. And now we're about to hit our first 1 million subscribers. So this is to say thank you to all of you for your support, for your respect, and for your encouragement. We've always gone to where the story is. During the pandemic, when television's big anchors were hunkered down in their studios or at their homes, we hit the road. We traveled from Delhi to Kerala, covering 30,000 kilometers in our small car, reporting from inside ICUs and inside slum tenements. Whether it's flash floods or war zones, we've always put our boots on the ground. In fact, we're just back from Punjab, tailing the Khalistani fugitive Amritpal Singh. And through all of this, we have always put you, the people, first. In an age of partisan polarized media where most journalists are either chamcha ya morcha, we believe the story is sacred and the truth of the story is what matters. And now as we get ready for the next step, we need your help. Become a Mojo member and get first access to all our big interviews. Get a chance to ask our newsmakers questions. Get a chance to write and report for us for both our website and our channels. And also, interact with me and my colleagues directly through AMA sessions. Literally, ask me anything. Click on the join now right next to the subscribe button, and yes, also subscribe if you haven't yet, and become a Mojo member for just 159 rupees a month. Hope to see lots of you in our community.